It's the Sean Steele Show, Week 11. You know what we're here to do. We're here to talk about these college football games all the way from Utah down to Mississippi. We got fucking ball going on. So, Bryson, let's get into it. Let's fucking get shit rocking.
Dude, well, you know what month it is, man. It's championship fucking November. This is where teams' dreams come alive, or this is where teams' hopes get absolutely crushed. I live for championship November. I know you did too as a player and still do. So with that being said, there's a lot going on, a lot of make or break games for a lot of teams. So we're going to start off Friday night.
It's the witching hour, baby.
We're going to start off on a Friday night showdown at the Coliseum. My USC Trojans taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. USC opening up as 14-point favorites, over under, a little low, somewhat set at 49.5 points. I'll start this one off since it's my squad. I think USC is trending in the right direction, Steele. I think they're trending in the right direction. I think they got a big-time road win against Nebraska in a tough environment. And I think this weekend, last weekend we saw Jay Mayava start to get things going with his legs. I think you continue to see that part of his game get more and more involved. The run game gets going. The defense, thought they took a big step forward, especially in that second half. I just love where this USC team is sitting at right now. Say what you want, they're right in the hunt. So I got USC winning this one 35-17, covering the spread and going over the 49.5 points. Steele?
Trending up, you say?
Trending up, yes.
After beating a beaten up Nebraska, you guys are trending up?
Yes. It's a us versus us business. You know this. It's a me versus me type of thing. And watching how they played, they look better. They look better than me.
Remember in the offseason at Ohio State, whenever we were in our squads at the end of the week, and Coach Mick would grade you if you're either trending up, kind of in the middle, sideways, or down.
Yes,
they're right here, man. Honestly, a little down.
No, okay. Even if they're right here, I can live with that because they're still in the hunt and they still have everything to play.
They're in the hunt, but they'll beat Northwestern. They've got a great offense. Who knows what defense they're going to get, but my offense is going to be able to outplay the other quarterback on Northwestern.
Yeah, he's been turning the ball over too.
I'm not really in the mood for giving them props until they go and beat the Iowas and the Oregons of the Big Ten.
Okay, that's fair.
They will not get my respect until then.
Okay, they're going to get your respect sometime, but that's true. But I will say this: Northwestern 5-3, they're a little bit better than people expect. They're definitely going to come out and fight. Defense has been playing pretty well. Good passing defense. Overall, a pretty decent team. So USC definitely can't sleepwalk into this one, or they'll be stuck in another close one. Okay, moving on. And it seems like every single week, the past couple of weeks, we had these your favorites. Group of 5 playoff spot on the line, Group of 5 showdown, and we got another one. Tulane versus Memphis. Memphis opening up as 3.5-point favorites, over under set at 54.5. Steele, what do you think with this one?
Yeah, they need to cut out the Group of 5 in the playoffs, man.
Do you think they need to cut it out?
They're not. I don't care. So far, they have not shown the ability to compete with the Power 4. So cut them out. I'm done with it.
All right, so you're done with it. Okay, so you're done with it. I like seeing them in there, and I think when you look at this game, Memphis obviously can score some points. Tulane, big time. They play. When we look at the strength of schedules, Tulane's schedule is definitely
way better. It's a better strength of schedule, but they get blown out by Ole Miss.
Yeah,
they just these Group of 5. You haven't seen one game besides USF Florida, which Florida's is whatever now. You have not seen a Group of 5 team be able to compete with a top-tier Power 4 team. So what makes you think that a Power 5 team is going to be able to go to right now? It would be Memphis going into Athens and beating Georgia. That's not going to happen.
No, Georgia would kill Memphis. I would have loved to see USF not slip up and blow that 14-point lead over Memphis, because I do think USF is definitely the best one out of all these teams. But with that being said, looking at this game, I think Tulane's strength of schedule has hardened them a little bit, and I think they're going to come out and pull off a big-time road win and get themselves right back in the spot.
I'll go with Memphis.
Okay.
Like you said, they have the USF win. USF, I feel like over the past couple months, they really separated themselves until they lost that massive game to Memphis where they should have won. They had a lot of mistakes in the end of the game. But Memphis, they show the ability to win in these close games against solid Power 5 matchups.
Yeah.
Group of 5 matchups. So I'll give it to Memphis.
Okay, we'll get out of the group of 5. We'll move to Saturday. Are you ready for some Saturday games? Big game.
Yes, I am.
First off, we got to knock off our other alma mater, your alma mater, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They look like a freight train, and I don't see that train slowing down. Purdue, over under 47.5, 29.5 point favorites.
Bucks by a million.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bucks by a million.
Unless there's another sick kid on the sideline, that's one dying wish is to beat the Buckeyes, then they should win by 40 points.
Okay, well, hopefully they don't have – they'll probably pull out something, Steele, but hopefully it's not that. Okay, moving on. We don't need to say anything more about that. Buckeyes, we both think they're going to absolutely destroy. Okay, Steele, this game I'm really, really excited to talk about. We're talking about a team who's lost 15 – it could be 16 straight conference games in the SEC, but they've been playing everybody for the most part pretty tight. I'm talking about Mississippi State, and they got another opportunity to get a big-time win and end that streak because they got the Georgia Bulldogs coming to town. Mississippi State opening up as Mississippi State opening up as 8.5-point dogs and an over-under set at 57.5 points. Steele, what are you thinking with this one?
This is a big scare this week, brother. I talked to my buddy, big Georgia fan. He said he's terrified because once those cowbells get going, 70,000 of them over in Starkville, man, it's a hard place to play. And like you said, every single game outside of Texas A&M has been really close. They bring teams down to the wire. Georgia is well known for starting out slow, kind of just staying in these games with a little lesser opponents and better ones, but they always pull it out in the end. I see that happening again. It's going to be close. Somehow Georgia, by the skin of their teeth, is going to get by this again. I've got the Georgia Bulldogs.
So you say by the skin of their teeth. Is that winning by 10 points and covering that 8.5-point spread, or is that winning by 7 points and not covering the 8.5? How close are you talking?
I would like them to be able to cover it.
Yeah,
I think if they come in with the right game plan, they definitely will cover it. But who knows?
Okay, Steele, the way I look at this is two ways. First off, Georgia, they've been playing everybody close this year, and we've been talking about the common theme with them is that championship DNA. That championship DNA, you can't always rely on that championship DNA. If you keep getting in these dogfights and you keep letting these teams, especially lower tier teams, stay in these races with you, you're going to lose. You're going to get caught one of these times. But with that being said, it's championship November. Kirby Smart is pulling out all the tricks, he's pulling out every soundbite he has because he knows this is the time where you separate yourself. And I think we see the Bulldogs on the road in Mississippi State show they're for real, and they get a big win. I'm talking about –
They need to because –
They need to. I agree.
State team, they put up points. Jeff Levy, they put up 38 points in the past 2 weeks.
No, I know. And Georgia's defense, man, they like to fuck around. So they better not mess around. They better not fuck around. But I like Georgia by 20 points here. I do like Georgia. I think they come out and
if they want to win this game on the offensive side, Mike Bobo, you see it at the end of games. Once they start running the ball, controlling the clock, they take control of the entire game. The defense starts playing better. Everything just looks a lot more complimentary. So I might get Chauncey Bowens, this new emerging running back, the Rock. You got Frazier, just a staple of running backs over there. Get the running game going early. Let Gunnar Stockton do his thing, making these easy throws. They swing past the branch, a little swing and go to a tight end. Keep the game plan simple. Run the rock. Control the game. Get out of there with the win. Big win.
Yeah, plan the win for sure, especially on the road. They've been getting the run game going, but it's been in the second half of these games. They need to get I'm with you, Steele. They need to get it going. And like I said, we see them both winning, but I think this is the weekend they really take that next step, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Okay, you ready?
Yep, that'll be a hard game, man.
We got another showdown, man, a big-time showdown. And this is the one where I said beforehand I want to see a reaction. BYU on the road against Texas Tech. Over-under set at 52 points. Texas Tech is opening up as 10-point favorites. 10-point favorites, Steele. That's a pretty big spread. Yes, 10 points. So what are you thinking with this one?
10 points. I get it. The game's in Lubbock, but give a little respect to old Bear Bachmeyer over at BYU.
10 points is pretty wild. I said the same thing when I was looking at before.
I would guess Vegas is looking at this defense going up against a freshman quarterback. That's probably the biggest matchup they're looking at. They're going to make it a 10-point spread, which I understand. This Texas Tech defense, top 4, top 5 in every single category. Rodriguez at linebacker. I don't know if I've brought him up a couple times, but dude, he knows how to create turnovers.
Yes,
7 forced fumbles. They don't always recover, but 7 forced fumbles, 2 picks. This guy knows how to create turnovers, and that's big against a really young quarterback on the other side.
7 forced fumbles this season?
It's this season.
Oh, my goodness. I've never heard of that. 7 forced
fumbles. You know how Lathan's so good at punching the ball out?
Yeah.
It's like that almost cranked to 10.
Yeah, that is insane.
Against a quarterback, a young quarterback who likes to run it a lot, he's going to force a couple turnovers this game.
Yeah. So you like Texas Tech. Do you think they're covering 10 points?
They can. Morton's back playing again. Him and Will Hammond just go back and forth, but they're undefeated with Morton. The offense knows how to score points. They're pretty good in the run game. And this BYU defense, not anything crazy to write home about.
Yeah.
They're tough on offense. I know the Texas Tech defense, they're one of the best in the country, but the offense is going to find a way to score some points.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is going to struggle a little bit against Morton in the air, maybe on the ground. Yeah. So I've got Texas Tech. It's going to be close. I would not have them winning by 10. It's going to come down to last drive of the game.
No, I agree with you in terms of the spread, because I said a couple weeks ago that Bear Bachmeier, true freshman, he's going to slip up at some point down the road. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be in the Holy War, because the Holy War, especially in Utah, that's like live or die. All eyes on you in that state. So if you're from the state, you're playing in that game. That is the game. And Bear went out there and he played a really, really nice football game. So he proved to me that he can handle the big stage, handle the big environment, and that's why I like this BYU team. I love Texas Tech. I love their defense. Romello Height, Rodriguez, what those guys got going on. But I think BYU is a tougher team. I think BYU is a tougher team. I like Texas Tech, but BYU is built on that kind of toughness, whereas Texas Tech has got all that NIL money. So I think there's a real brotherhood at BYU. We'll see though. We'll find out. I'm going with BYU winning this one.
I will say, they're known for toughness, love their ground game. But last week, Bear Bachmeier, he threw for 300 yards against Iowa State. If he can figure out how to sling it too, along with running the ball,
that kid's a good player, man.
I know. He's a freshman. We keep saying down the line, maybe he slips up, or maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he just has another shutout game against a top defense in the country. And
I'm starting to think he's not going to slip up, is what I'm starting to think.
If he doesn't slip up this game, then there's no reason. He hasn't shown us any reason for us to doubt him anymore, which I don't really doubt him. It's just it's human nature. Sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, when is this guy going to show his age? But, man, good for him. Good for him. Okay, moving on. Steele, as Buckeyes, we know we weren't there with the Buckeyes, but we know how hard this place is to play at. And this is my upset of the week. The Oregon Ducks on the road against the Iowa Hawkeyes. It's going to be raining, I hear. 40 points, over under 40 points, nothing crazy. And Iowa is, let me rephrase this, Oregon is 6.5-point favorites. Steel Chambers.
I can't believe we never played there.
I know, but we knew about it because they lost not too long before we got there at Iowa. And, you hear about the pink lockers. You know all about the pink lockers, right?
Yeah.
Those who are watching don't know, back in the day, one of Iowa's old coaches went in and painted the visiting locker room pink because some psychologist or whatever said it calms down the opposing team and gets them out of their rhythm, and it gets them feeling, like some weak little bitches, I guess. So
tries to make us look like pansies, like a bunch of USC players or something.
All right, come on, man. That was so uncalled for.
Spiked it. You tossed it up and I spiked it.
That was so uncalled for. But anyway, that pink locker room's caught up a lot of teams. Do you see catching up the Oregon Ducks?
It could. I mean, Iowa, they're feeling really nice right now. They got a big bump this week in the playoff projections. Oregon, you've had teams doubting them looking at this schedule. They haven't had a really good win this week. This entire year. This week, this is the week that they can get one. They're going to be on the road in Iowa City against a fantastic defense. The offense, everyone knows Iowa's offense can't do anything. So Oregon's defense will shut down this offense. But the big story is going to be Dante Moore and all these fantastic receivers and running backs they have at Oregon being able to show off their talents against a really good Iowa defense. They need to come out, show out. They've got all the talent in the world. Now it's just putting it together in a game that really matters. And luckily for them, this Iowa team, they've been playing great all year. So now this game matters. No one really had this as a big game probably a month ago, but now it is. So go out there, prove to everyone that you deserve to be in that 9 spot and get in the playoffs.
Yeah. I think when you look at Oregon, they're kind of a tough team to assess because you still want to say that win at Penn State in a whiteout, at 7 prime time, whatever time it was, is a big time win. And I think you and I will agree, Steele, that I'm counting it as a big time win.
I would dock it a little bit, but it's still a good win. It's not what it should be going at Penn State whiteout. They were number 2 at the time. That should be the best win of the year, but no, it's nowhere near that.
At the time, it was, but since then, I hated Oregon's last performance. I know they won their quarterback had to miss the second half or whatever it was, but Wisconsin is just a bad football team this year. They got good players, but it's a bad football team this year. And you're at home against a team who's really been struggling, and you win that 21-7. It's just that raises a concern for me. Oregon, I hear Oregon's got some cultural issues. Up there in Oregon, they can't stay off the green trees up there. Is what my insiders say. So hopefully the Oregon Ducks can lay off the trees a little bit and really get rolling and beat the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Well, hopefully Dan Lanning gets that shit. Well, let's be real. Every single college team does that.
Every single one does it, but
every single college team does that.
Every single college team does it, but some teams have a bigger problem with it than others. Fair. Okay, so I've heard that's a problem up there. I heard it last year.
So who do you have?
I can't reveal who do I have in this game?
Yeah,
it's my upset of the week. I got the Hawkeyes. I want the Oregon Ducks.
Really?
I want the Oregon Ducks. Because, Steele, I think Oregon's going to come out with freaking half of their players are going to be high. They're going to come out, start off slow. Then the next thing you know, you're going to get to that fourth quarter. They're going to be looking at the kids in the hospital waving, and then that crowd's going to be going crazy, and Iowa is going to beat the brakes off of them.
Don't beat the brakes is ridiculous.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done. You beat the brakes off them in the fourth quarter. So I think Iowa wins this thing by about, 7 or 10 points. I like the Hawkeyes.
DeCorian Moore, Dante Moore, that offense continuously going against this Iowa defense, which is good, but sooner or later they will have some cracks. Maybe they can do some stuff on special teams, but that Iowa offense is dog shit. You expect them to be
as dog shit as it's been in the past. I like this Oregon.
In the past, they score 3 points a game. Congrats. Now they're at like 10 points a game. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Still, this Iowa team is good. They have good special teams. They have a good defense. Their offense is not good. Against this Oregon team, if they're the team that we expect them to be, still a top 10 team, they get this win. It will be close, but they get the win.
I'm going with the Iowa freaking Hawkeyes.
All right. All right. Okay. We're gonna figure out something. If this happens and that's an upset, I'll do something. I don't know what it is.
All right. We'll think about it. We'll talk about it. Okay. Let's move on.
Get USC on my ass.
Let's move on. That was an interesting one right there. Okay, a big game. We both love both of these teams. One of them has been breaking our hearts, but the other one, they're shining. Texas A&M on the road against Missouri, opening up as 7-point favorites, which is pretty tight. 7 points. Over under set at 47.5. I'll go first. I've been so high on this Missouri defense and some of those guys they got. We both love Eli Drinkwitz. They're a quarterback away from being a quarterback and maybe one weapon outside from being a really, really, really legit football team, but they just don't have it. And Texas A&M, they got superstars everywhere on offense, on defense. They got that quarterback. They got those weapons, and I just don't see Texas A&M. 2 weeks ago, I said early preview that Missouri might get them, but there's no way. There's no way. There's no way that Missouri will come out with an upset here. No way. Texas A&M. I got Texas A&M covering the 7 points, and I got it over 47. You know what? I'll go. Respect to Missouri's defense. I'll go under, but I got them winning this thing like 24-10, 24-13, something like that.
It's Steele. We talked about it in our last video for college football playoffs, but Texas A&M, you think because they're in the SEC, they have a crazy schedule. They really don't. I mean, really close win against Arkansas, really close win against Auburn. Had the great Notre Dame win. That was early on before Notre Dame got stuff going. And then their LSU win is just losing credibility by the day. And now this Missouri team, who was fantastic a month ago, they lose Perbula. Their run game, it's still dangerous, but it's kind of different where you don't have that passing element to really scare teams. Their defense is still really good, but you just got to have both sides of the ball working at the same time. I expect Texas A&M to go out and really beat up on this Missouri team for the most part. And it sucks because I want this to be a really good win for them. But it's maybe the quarterback shows out a little more. But this Missouri team obviously isn't at full strength. And at Texas A&M, they're going to take advantage of that. They've got the weapons for it. Their defense, their edges, they get better every single week. They're going to be hounding that quarterback. So Texas A&M by 20.
Yeah. Man, it just sucks because Missouri they are so close. So close.
Good. We've probably talked about the Missouri defense more besides Ohio State. Maybe actually no. Besides Ohio State, we've probably talked about Missouri defense more than any other defense.
100%, 1,000%. I mean, that's
like a bunch of dogs running around.
A bunch of dogs. They better hope they can keep all those guys.
You know what? Maybe that helps them. Maybe they go out there, they help the offense a little bit, get a couple turnovers in Texas A&M's territory, and make this closer. Because who knows? Yeah. I want some chaos. I do too. This should have been chaos, but I hope this is a close game.
My chaos is coming from the Iowa Hawkeyes putting the thumping on the Oregon Ducks. That's where my chaos comes from. But I'm with
anything can happen.
Okay, moving on. This is a game, Steele. You mentioned this. This is a game where you can start comparing. Mm-hmm. Looking at Texas A&M, they just blew this team out. On the road, blew this team out. Now Alabama gets this team at home without a head coach. Mm-hmm. Programs in shambles. And I'm talking about the LSU Tigers. So now you're going to really be able to compare. So LSU at Alabama, 49.5 points over under. Alabama, pretty, I guess where you would expect the spread to be, 10 points. 10 point favorites.
Yeah, this is really – you're getting a standard of comparison here with LSU playing A&M a couple weeks ago, now playing Alabama. They're coming off a bye week. They're coming off maybe a three-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Three losses in the last month. They lost Kelly for the good. Their governor's going fucking crazy. AD got fired. It's a dumpster fire over there. My granny's in tears.
We ought to let Donald Trump select the new coach. He knows how to pick winners. When I heard that governor say that, man, I was like, what is going on here?
It's a dumpster fire. Hopefully they can make this close because this game has been sacred to me for a long time. Late 2000s, early 2010s, this was the BCS national championship. This game,
Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger.
People get ready a month before this game to watch this, and now it's not the same. Alabama, Ty Simpson, all those weapons on the outside with Ryan Williams. That defense is getting better. DeBoer, hopefully he's wearing his black hoodie. They're going to be rocking. The game's in Tuscaloosa. I see no way for LSU to be able to win this. Maybe they can, but Nussmeier, the offensive line, they're struggling. The defense, even if they can get back with Weeks, I'm not sure what – I haven't seen anything about him lately. The defense is bad now, which that's kind of been their saving grace this entire year. Their offense struggles, but their defense is still good. Not anymore.
No, defense is bad.
So hopefully they can keep it close.
Yeah.
Alabama, they're rolling. It's going to be hard to stop them.
So like I said, last week I thought Florida was going to come out and pull off the upset, and they put in a damn good effort. But these are two totally different situations. One, you got a coach who these guys love, and then now you got LSU, who not a lot of guys love. Like
no one. Whenever he got fired, no one came to his side. Everyone was in the opposition. Yeah.
So I mean, who knows? Maybe you get like, damn, we're relieved. And apparently, I've heard a lot of good things. Mr. Lacey was very outspoken online talking about how Coach Kelly didn't reach out or whatever, but the guy, whoever the interim is now, they really liked him and really sent out a good heartfelt message. And some other guys on the team said that they're really excited for that coach to get his shot. So maybe he can tap into that talent and get them boys playing right. But at the end of the day, when you look at that offensive line and really kind of the front seven, they're just not a good football team, in my opinion. They're not a good football team. I think Alabama has proven they're pretty good. So I like Alabama winning this one. LSU has some emotion, has some fire, come out, maybe keep it tight, going into halftime, probably three-point game, something like that. Something like it's going to be like what we saw with Penn State and Ohio State, if I had to guess.
I like that.
Yes, 38-17. First half's close, come out in the second half and pull away. So roll Tide. I've been all over the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm a big Tide guy this year. So I still think they're going to be right there in the top four at the end of the year. I think we'll be
pissed about nothing but the Tide.
So that's it, man. That's all the games I got written down. Steele, you got anything else?
I got one more. Another game where you can pull out your measuring stick.
Yeah.
Indiana, Penn State.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I see Indiana being able to win this, but the big question is by how much and what does it look like? You just saw Ohio State play him that last week over at Penn State, or you saw them play Penn State last week.
Yeah. Yep.
Now you're seeing Indiana play Penn State this week.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big comparison, how both these teams fare against them. I think Ohio State's going to look better. No bias whatsoever.
But you also got to take into account that I believe – let me double-check this. I believe that Indiana is playing on the road here, right? Yeah, Indiana's playing at Penn State still. Okay. So, I mean, yes, it does make it a little bit harder, but your point still stands.
Even Indiana, they've been beaten up on lesser teams ever since they went to Eugene. So, Penn State – obviously struggling, obviously now kind of more of a bottom tier, but they're not complete slouches like some of these other teams that Indiana's playing against.
Yeah, I mean, we heard our guys, Kane, Curry, and Bennett, talk about how they're a real good team.
They're a good team. You took away their coach, their quarterback. They've still got really good players all around. It's just maybe it's not the same feeling where they're playing for a national championship. Now they're just playing for a bowl game at this point. But
yeah,
still a good team, still a good program.
Okay, now. Good bring up, because I want to bring up a game, and this is my backup pick of the week. If my Iowa Hawkeyes come out and flop and get blown out by the Oregon Ducks, like that easily could happen, I got another game I want to bring up, and that's Wake Forest on the road. And I hate doing this because we love this team. We love the guy. Wake Forest on the road, taking down the Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia opening up a 6.5 points. Favorites over under set at 48. This is my last game. I like Wake Forest in an upset.
You should be ashamed.
Why?
Doing that to Mitchell.
I love Mitchell. Mitchell's going to be.
They're going to lose to the Demon Deacons.
I think they're going to lose to the Demon Deacons. Mitch, I love you, bro, but you guys have been playing every team so close, and one of these weeks, a half decent football team is going to get you. Wake Forest is a half decent football team.
They're going to catch them with their pants down. Maybe it's close. They played close against UNC, who their head coach is being told what plays to run by a 24-year-old woman. So who knows nothing about football.
Man, you need to have a little bit more respect. The dude is still a legend.
Oh, dude, he's an absolute legend in the NFL. That doesn't translate to –
What is he in college football?
So what is he in college football?
Yeah.
So far, a shit coach. Which not completely on him because what? They had 50 transfers coming. How you going to have a good team whenever it's a completely different mix and match of players? I don't know. Those two don't translate. Like NFL, college coaching. I'm not a coach, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But there's some kind of difference.
Yeah, no, you've been around it, though. You know.
Yeah.
So, Steele, that's it, brother. You got anything else you want to add to this Week 11 preview?
No games. I mean, I was just going to do a little simulation with you, man.
All right, go ahead.
Do you have the graphic for the 12 teams?
I can pull it up 1 second here.
Yeah.
I can pull this up.
We're going to go through and you're going to pick your champion.
All right, hold on. I can do this.
Yeah, you can. Come on, IT.
Yeah. All right, so you want the bracket?
Mm-hmm. I want the bracket.
All right. Okay. Bang. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Okay, we're just going to go down the line. We're going to keep going until you get one team left standing. So,
okay.
Georgia Bulldogs playing Memphis in Athens. Who do you think's going to win this one?
Georgia by 30.
Yeah, no need to even go into detail on that one. And then you've got Oregon going to Lubbock, Texas to take on the Red Raiders. That's going to be a really good game if that happens. Who do you got in this one?
You got the battle of NIL money here. I got the Oregon Ducks, though, in a close one.
You always bring up NIL with these damn teams. Jesus Christ. Okay, you've got Virginia, who you said is on upset alert this week, going down to Oxford.
Ole Miss.
Okay.
Mitchell Melton would need to have about 7 strip sacks, 2 interceptions, and like 10 like tackle for TFL. So Ole Miss.
Okay, fine. And then you got the Fighting Irish going to Provo, Utah, to play BYU Cougars.
Up in the elevation, Provo. I've heard gets as loud as it gets. Give me the Cougars.
Cougars taking down Notre Dame.
Cougars taking down Notre Dame.
Upset alert. Okay. Now, you've got the Georgia Bulldogs playing the Alabama Crimson Tide. Who you got that? Who you got in that one? You know that there is kryptonite.
Give me the Tide.
You got the Tide winning over Georgia. All right. Tide's rolling. Now, you got the Oregon Ducks playing against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Is this going to look like it did last year?
It's going to look like it did last year. It's going to look like it did last year.
They pulled down their pants and spanked him. You think they're going to spank him yet again?
I think they're going to hit him with the metal side of the belt again.
Ooh, ducky, ducky, ducky.
Yeah, I think Oregon's going to go in there. If they got to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be a little bit. I mean, come on, Ohio State always beats Oregon in the playoffs. Ohio State.
All right, gotcha. Let me put that down. Next up, another SEC showdown. You got Ole Miss taking on Texas A&M.
Man, I love this Texas A&M team.
This would be a beautiful game.
I love this Texas A&M team so much.
I love this Ole Miss team a lot.
I love this Texas A&M team so much, but
Trinidad Chambliss is looking.
I feel like Kiffin has just been in his bag. I feel like Kiffin is a different dude this year. Give me the Rebels, man. I hate that.
This would be a shootout.
Yes, I need to see this game. Give me the Rebels.
This would be a classic. This would be a 40-something to 40-something.
Yes.
My goodness. All right, now you got – ooh, this is interesting. Now you've got the Indiana Hoosiers taking on BYU Cougars.
Listen, BYU, great season. Guys, Big 12 champions. You open up with a playoff win. But with that being said, this Indiana team's for real. Signetti's for real. They've been there. This is their second time cracking in these playoffs. They know what it takes. Give me the Hoosiers.
All righty then. Now we're down to the Final Four here.
Yes.
We've got the Alabama and boy, oh boy, we've got the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Last time this happened in the playoffs, it was not pretty. We were on that sideline.
We were on that sideline. National championship. Devontae Smith had 215 yards at halftime. I'm pretty sure it was as bad as it gets. But I hate saying this as well. I think this game comes down to Ohio State have smooth sailing all year long to the Big Ten championship. I don't think Ohio State's going to have enough scars. I think Alabama, they got early scar. They've been in wars week in, week out. I hate saying this because Ohio State is the best team on here, but give me the Tide. Give me the Tide.
You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. But good analysis. I understand what you're saying.
Thank you.
Jeez. You had Texas A&M win, right?
Ole Miss.
Okay, attaboy. Okay, so you got Ole Miss playing the Hoosiers in the Final Four.
Man, this would be a fun coaching matchup. Kiffin against Signetti. Mm-hmm. They're probably getting some sort of altercation.
Oh, yeah, dude. Completely different coaches.
I like – man, oh, man. I think this comes down to quarterback play. Shameless, really, really, really good quarterback, but Mendoza's been hitting that next tier, that next level. Give me the Hoosiers.
Wow. So – in your college football championship, you got Alabama playing Indiana.
Yes.
Two unlikelies. Alabama coming out to start the year, got their ass beat by Florida State, bounced back like the Revenant. Indiana, no one thought they were going to be in this one-hit wonder. Next thing you know, Kirk Signetti's got them in the championship, according to Bryson Shaw. So who wins this game? Come on, give me a champion.
If I had to pick right now,
Come on. Come on.
If I had to pick.
Don't even think. Just say it. Just say it.
I'm going to go.
Dude, shot clock's up. Shot clock's up. Come on. Pick a team.
Indiana cannot be the champions of college football. They can't be. So give me the Tide. Give me the Crimson Tide.
So you've got Alabama. I mean, dude, talk about a gauntlet. You've got the Tide, first round bye, beating Georgia, Ohio State, Indiana.
Yes.
I mean, if they pull that off, then they deserve it. All right. Well, last question I have: if you could change this and just put the top 12, the real top 12 in there, who do you think would be in? Because I'm looking at a 12 and 11 team that maybe isn't a part of the best top 12.
I would say, wait, so you're asking if I could pick
don't pay any attention to the champions automatically get in.
Okay, if I could pick, I would have, I think I would have Texas right now in over. I'll put Virginia at 12. I'd have Texas over at 11. I'd have Texas beating Ole Miss, and then I would have Texas A&M. I would have Texas A&M be my national champions from there. I think Texas would come in at the 11th spot, beat Ole Miss, play Texas A&M. Texas beats. I think Texas A&M beats Texas. Texas A&M beats Indiana, and then plays Alabama in the national championship and wins. I think Ole Miss. I like the Ole Miss Texas A&M matchup better than I like the Texas A&M.
We heard it here first. Bryson thinks Alabama's going to win championship. Now, this isn't how it's going to pan out. Of course, it's going to change.
Now, I will say, if the Trojans get in there, at 12. They go
he'll be 11.
They get in there at 11.
They're going to probably play an SEC team and get clobbered.
They will get in a shootout with Ole Miss and maybe beat Ole Miss, but they're not going to go too far. So that's
big if.
That's oh shit. There you are, Siri, cut out. Okay.
You did.
Okay, that's what I meant to do. Okay, Steele. So those are my teams from that bracket. Obviously, we have our own brackets that we already showed multiple times. But from what you just gave me, the Hoosiers losing to the Tide.
I don't know about that, man.
You got anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, brother. Okay, I'm gonna end this one. This was another great recap.
All right, man.
Right here. Okay, bro.
All right.